as we pay tribute to our country and the brave men and women of the armed services around the world, and the parents and relatives and friends of the Trust Fund who gather tonight to encourage our youth to take their next step towards independence and leadership in our nation. Our national anthem will be performed by 2023 MLK scholars Stephanie Flores Aguiar, Mackenzie Hope, and Catherine Reagan, followed by Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice.
To see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
then the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
Our invocation tonight will be led by Pastor Sharon Burns of New Life Christian Fellowship Church.
Amen, amen, amen. Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together this evening to recognize and celebrate the hard work and dedication of this year's award recipients. As we honor you first and each other and their names, help us to remember that all of the glory belongs to you. Thank you for our friends, and thank you for the family who has come to support and encourage these individuals. We speak your continued blessings and presence upon this event tonight. And God, we thank you for everything that shall take place. Continue to strengthen, continue to encourage. We trust you, God. We know that the future is in your hands. And I thank you, Lord, that we will have such a blessed evening and a memorable occasion. We count it done and decree it to be so. In Jesus' name, amen.
Tonight, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Trust Fund greatly acknowledges we are on ancestral lands of the Pequot Nation and tribal nations indigenous to this region. We pay respect to the generations of Native people, past, present, and future, who stewarded and continue to maintain spiritual and cultural connections to this land. We seek to continue to build meaningful relationships with and elevate the visibility of Native nations and people through education, service, and partnership. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Burse Timmons, president of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship Trust Fund. Madam Secretary, do we have a quorum of trustees present tonight? On behalf of the Board of Trustees, welcome to the 42nd Annual Scholarship Awards Ceremony. As I prepared for this evening, I began reflecting on a quote from Dr. King's 1967 "Where do we go from here" speech. In addressing more than 100 Black leaders at the 11th Annual Student Christian Leadership Congress in Atlanta, Dr. King opens with concern for a better world and encourages the leaders with this statement: difficult and painful as it is, we must walk on in the days ahead with an audacious faith in the future. My hope is that our scholars use tonight's gift as a catalyst, as these words from Dr. King, as a motivation to be fearless and bold in their pursuits, because their future is extremely bright. As many of you know, we are here today because of a long-standing legacy and commitment. Following the assassination of Dr. King in 1968, Dr. William Waller and Eunice Waller awarded the first $100 scholarship to a New London High School student, Herbert Ross, who at the time was chosen by popular vote of the students. This inspired Clarence Falk to call a meeting of several community leaders to create a trust fund that would provide annual awards to deserving African American scholars in honor of Dr. King and his ideals of social justice and peace. For the past 55 years, the New London County community has held steadfast in this commitment. Tonight, due to the benevolence and generosity of our scholarship sponsors, who we cannot thank enough, they are Pfizer, Kitchens Family Foundation, Electric Boat, Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation, Hartford Healthcare Bacchus Hospital, Mystic Congregational and Niantic Community Churches, and the MLK Trust Fund Community of Friends. With their support, we will award 12 $25,000 scholarships It's fantastic. It's fantastic, I'm telling you. That moves our total to 237 scholarships awarded since 1968. We are keeping the dream alive. We are definitely keeping the dream alive. In keeping with our tradition and with support from school administrators, teachers, and our platinum sponsors, we continue to invest in the future and have in the audience students from middle schools in New London County here with us tonight. Our hope is that you will be inspired and follow in the footsteps of the scholars we'll recognize this evening. And I want to tell you, there are several scholars that are going to be up on this stage tonight that sat in your very seats, 8th graders, about 4 or 5 years ago. So pay attention, because I expect to see you guys up here at some point in the next four years. We have an established tradition of not making this celebration eternal. As president of the Trust Fund, my goal continues to be to end our program on time. Got off to a little bit of a late start, but we're going to get there. This annual dinner is our only major funding initiative to support future student scholarships. The fund operates with virtually no overhead expenses, thus ensuring that all contributions directly support scholarships. And we ask for your support again tonight. Please take note of the envelopes at your table as we accept checks in any amount made out to the MLK STF and mailed to P.O. Box 1308, New London, Connecticut 06320. Additionally, we accept online giving where you can give regularly and more easily by visiting our website at www.mlktrustfund.org and selecting the donate button at the bottom of the page. If you are considering the donation of stock, securities, or real estate to the trust fund, or considering a bequest, I invite you to contact one of our stellar board members and ask about our Legacy, Leadership, and Giving Society. If you would like to donate your services or a special skill in some way to this trust fund, please feel free to contact us. You can also go to mlktrustfund.org to learn more about this organization. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I thank you in advance for your continued commitment to our mission. The MLK Board of Trustees consists of a dedicated group of individuals from various local sectors. I am proud to serve alongside of them and recognize them tonight. We have Vice President Rochelle Saliki, Associate Director of Quality Assurance, Taconic Biosciences. Rochelle is out there at the table working hard, making sure that we get everybody in here this evening. We have Treasurer Marie Carminati, Vice President and Retail Lending Underwriting Manager at Chelsea Groton Bank. We have Financial Secretary, Attorney Christine Conley with Embry, Neusner, Oscott, and Schaffner, LLC. Recording Secretary, Ms. Zakiah Williams, Communications Director for Norwich Public Schools. Dr. Andrea Ackerman, our Student Contact Coordinator, the Coast Guard Academy Writing Center. We have Mr. Joe Garcia, he's the Manager of Engineering, General Dynamics Electric Boat. We have Ms. Megan Gilbert, Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce of Eastern Connecticut. We have Mr. Henry Kidd, Assistant Principal at East Lyme High School. We have Ms. Margaret Milnes, Director of Membership and Corporate Partnerships at Mystic Seaport Museum. We have Dr. James Mitchell, Groton's Public Schools Superintendent, retired, and also our past president. Last but not least, we have Ms. Dr. Karen Walters, She's got quite the crowd with her tonight, I guess, huh? Associate Research Fellow at Pfizer Research and Development. Yeah, you can applaud for them. You can applaud. They've all worked extremely hard to put this together tonight. Couldn't do it without them. So I just owe them all sincere thanks and gratitude. We'll continue with recognitions as we have the following emeritus members in attendance. We have Dr. David Blackwell, Mrs. Jane Lassen Bobroff, Mr. Ulysses Hammond, Ms. Verna Swan, and founding member, Mr. Michael Shapiro. I bet you Mr. Shapiro never envisioned that what he started and founded all those years ago would grow into such an event. Thank you, Mr. Shapiro. We also have some special guests in the audience that I'd like to recognize tonight. We have Mayor Michael Purcell, Mayor of New London. Mayor Keith Hedrick, Mayor of Groton. Mr. Anthony Nolan, State Rep, 39th District. Mr. Andre Bungardner, State Rep, 41st District. Mr. Darrell Wilson, State Rep, 46th District, and a former MLK scholar. From the New London City Council, we have Akil Peck. With the Groton City Council, we have Guinevere Depot, Rashad Carter, Christine Piazza, and Stephen Sheffield. With the Groton Town Council, we have Ms. Portia Bordelon, Ms. Rachel Franco, Mr. Bruce Jones, and Mr. Juliet Parker. We have Jean Jordan, NAACP New London Branch President. Mr. Rodney Butler, Chairman of the Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation. We recognize various church leadership and clergy in attendance, to include Reverend Dr. Eric Elms of Niantic Community Church and Reverend Christina Swenson of Mystic Congregational Church. Both churches are sponsoring scholarships tonight. For the superintendents, I recognize that several of you are here along with members of your respective boards. We thank you all for your unwavering commitment to educating our children. Additionally, we have some MLK alumni scholars with us tonight. I can't name them all. Didn't see them all, but if you're an alumni scholar here tonight, please rise, stand so that we can recognize you. For the last few years, we've successfully held the scholarship dinner at the Marriott. I say last few years, but probably actually the last 20 years or more we've been held in this event here. And they continue to provide superb service, and so we keep coming back. And they haven't kicked us out yet. Please give a round of applause to Miss Mary Costello, the Executive Catering Meeting Manager. Executive Chef Louise Baldwin. And Lead Banquet Captain, Miss Gina LaValle. And the entire banquet team that is serving you here tonight. And last but certainly not least, I would like to recognize and thank our dinner sponsors. Our friend sponsors, New London Lions Club, Historically Black College Alumni, Norwich Public Utilities, Washington Trust Bank. Our support levels dinner sponsors, Thames Valley Council for Community Action, TVCCA, Essex Financial Services, Mr. Bart Sayet, Attorney at Law, Groton Public Utilities, and Advantage Personal Training, LLC. For our community level sponsors, we have Mystic Seaport Museum, Mitchell College, Secor Subaru, and Core Plus Credit Union. For our bronze level scholars, we have Yale New Haven Health, Lawrence Memorial Hospital, Groton Rotary, M&T Bank, Dr. James and Marguerite Mitchell, and Dr. Karen Walters. Our silver level sponsor tonight is Chelsea Groton Bank. Our gold level sponsor tonight is The Day. And last but certainly not least, our platinum level sponsors tonight for the fourth year in a row, Pfizer Incorporated, and first year platinum sponsor, Electric Boat. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Bert Bruce, U.S. President, Rare Diseases at Pfizer, and Mr. Kevin Graney, President of Electric Boat, to offer a few words to the scholars.
All right, good evening, everyone. Oh, no, we're going to have to do better than that. I'm not going to be here for long. Good evening. All right, there we go. My name is Bert Bruce. I'm blessed to be the president of our U.S. Rare Disease Group, and I have no one to thank. We got that all out the way. This is like when you see like the credits before the movie, which I thought was phenomenal. But listen, with Pfizer, we're very blessed and pleased to be able to participate. It's our 4th year as platinum sponsor. We've been at different sponsorship levels for the last 20 years because this event represents actually all of our core values as an organization, and they are excellence, courage, equity, and joy. And we know that over the course of this evening, you're going to hear all about those things from the winners. That's especially meaningful to me because my arrival on this planet began with the start of this program back in 1968. And so every year I look forward to this evening to be able to see a phenomenal gathering of community and the way that in the wake of tragedy that someone had a vision for good and to see that vision played out. And sometimes when you see a vision, you want to be part of a vision. And so I've changed what I was about to say when I heard the introductions earlier this evening. And I heard that each time there was someone who was mentioned, we got better at giving a round of applause. But I don't know that everybody gave a round of applause all at the same time. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to practice as I leave the stage. All of the 8th graders, oh no, not for me. All of the 8th graders that are in the house, will you please stand up?
All right, I heard you once before. Good evening. I'm Kevin Graney. I'm the president of General Dynamics Electric Boat, and it is an honor for me to be here tonight representing the 22,000 shipbuilders of Electric Boat as we celebrate our collective future, and in particular, the future of our young, bright people we'll recognize tonight. As a platinum sponsor, we are proud to support students who personify the ideals of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and it's a pleasure to see such an accomplished and focused group of young people who are just beginning their journey of making great contributions to our communities and our world. At Electric Boat, we build the submarines that protect our nation, and we want our workforce to reflect those we protect, meaning everyone here tonight and the people that we represent. We know that the best ideas come when people from different backgrounds and unique perspectives work together to solve problems. An Electric Boat needs innovative problem solvers. As many of you are aware, we're hiring. Our company is growing at a historic rate to serve the U.S. Navy's needs for more submarines. To hire and develop the experienced shipbuilders we need for the next several decades, we've cast our net far and wide. So far this year, we've recruited at over 400 events, including those with the National Society of Black Engineers, the Society of Hispanic Professionals and Engineers, the Society of Asian Scientists and Engineers, and the Society of Women Engineers, just to name a few. And if you see me afterwards, we can count this one as one of those recruiting opportunities. These efforts are making a difference. Over the last 5 years, we've seen a steady stream of double-digit growth in our underrepresented populations and consistent positive increases in the number of underrepresented employees in leadership positions. For example, in the last year, we've had a 10% increase in women in leadership roles and a 14% increase in leadership positions held by people of color. Thank you. To help ensure our employees feel a sense of belonging and community, we have 7 employee resource groups aligned with our company's values. And I've always believed that the ties that unify us as a community, and in particular the shared mission of Electric Boat, are much stronger than any differences that we may have. To the scholars, congratulations, and I hope you'll consider joining Electric Boat, like Daryl Brady, who is a graduate of UConn from 2022 and a former MLK scholar, working with us in our engineering department. To the parents and family members here tonight, congratulations. You have much to be proud of. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bruce and Mr. Graney. So I'm kind of getting jealous sitting here watching everybody eat. You know, it's making me a little hungry. So I'm going to take a pause, let everybody eat, and I'm going to take a little bit to eat, and then we'll come back and get started with what you all are here for, the presentation of the scholars. So I'd like to keep moving on with the second half of our program, because tonight is all about the scholars. And tonight's scholars should not be simply defined by the award they are receiving to support their educational goals. A scholar can also be defined as one who is highly educated or has an aptitude for study, and that's certainly true of all of our scholars, past and present. However, MLK scholars just can't be put into a box. They are well-rounded in their interests and unique in their abilities. Their commonalities lie in the pursuit of a higher education and honoring Dr. King's audacious hope in the future. At the end of the student's junior year, they submit a complete application package, including an essay, to the MLK Scholarship Trust Fund. The applications and essays are reviewed by the scholarship committee, and selected students are invited for an interview. The committee selects the final candidates based on academic performance, citizenship, community service, and financial need. Scholars are not only recipients of this financial award, but also, with the support of our scholarship committee, dedicate their weekends to learn speech writing, presentation skills, and life skills. And some of those skills learned will be on presentation here tonight. And now, the moment that we've all been waiting for, the presentation of the Scholarship Awards. Our first scholar tonight is Gianni Drab. Gianni is a student of Fitch High School. His scholarship is funded by General Dynamics Electric Boat. And introducing Gianni tonight is Mr. Joe Garcia from Electric Boat and one of our board members. Mr. Garcia. Joe said he was doing it. Okay.
All right, not Joe, it's me, Kevin. Hi. Do you ever read somebody's resume and then just kind of get a mental picture of what they must look like? And I tell you, I read Gianni's biography and I thought he was 10 feet tall when I got done. And you're going to find out why here in a minute. So Electric Boat is proud to sponsor a scholarship for 2023 MLK scholar Gianni Martinez Drab, who is a senior at Fitz High School. Gianni is vice president of the National Honor Society at Fitch. If you guys clap for every accomplishment, your hands are going to be bleeding by the end here. He's been named to the Brown and Harvard pre-college programs and is a graduate of the Advanced Space Academy camp. Gianni ranked first in the National History Day contest and also received the UPenn Book Award and the Principals Award for highest academic achievement. A Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Program alumnus, Gianni is an ECC golf scholar athlete. He told me he was somewhere between a +6, +10. He participated in the Fall Captains Leadership Conference and is a Connecticut Coaches All-State offensive lineman. He also plays defense line, too. Gianni is co-captain of the Fitch High School football and golf teams and is a weightlifter. In the community, Gianni volunteers with the local robotics Lego camp, Safe Futures toy drive, and is a middle school mentor and a Falcon Academy tutor. Gianni's schools of choice include MIT, Harvard, and Yale, where he intends to study aerospace engineering, and I'm sure his parents, Giovanna and Gregory, are incredibly proud of their son. And in the before the cocktail hour, he already has a job offer at Electric Boat. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you 2023 MLK Scholar Gianni Martinez-Drap.
Nonna at the stove, lasagna bubbling in the oven, tomatoes and Parmesan smearing the air. An ordinary day in my kitchen, and that's when Brian came in. He asked me, "What are you up to?" I told him I was looking at colleges. 2 brown orbs eyeing me, probing. It was then he asked me the question that changed my life. Why not be elite? I began to think. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, a Hispanic, Italian, American, aerospace engineer. Launching rockets to Mars, in cahoots with Elon Musk. Elite among my Peruvian family, a family undocumented, a family kept from being elite. Agonizing at my desk at night, physics, chemistry, calculus, inches away from pillows and covers, light years away from the stars on my wall. I'm reminded I can be elite too, daring to make the first step. I would like to thank my sponsor, General Dynamics Electric Boat, for presenting me the opportunity to pursue a higher education in aerospace engineering. Mom, Dad, please rise. Mom, you've been so selfless to me. Your selfless actions have propelled me forward. I have no words to say how much you've done for me. Dad, you've taught me to become independent, strong, and now I know what it means to be a man. I love you both.
Congratulations, Gianni. And special thanks to Superintendent Susan Austin, Principal Ted Kelleher, and the Fitch High School staff. Our second scholar tonight is Stacy Celestine from Norwich Free Academy. Stacy's scholarship is funded by Hartford Healthcare Backus Hospital. Stacy will be introduced by Ms. Donna Hanley, Hartford Healthcare East Region President.
What an honor and a privilege it is to be with you tonight. and recognize and introduce this amazing young woman, Stacy Celestin. Her and her mom are so impressive, and I can't tell you how much our conversation tonight meant, getting to know you and your mom in the history of your journey here. So let's talk a little bit about Stacy, who wants to be a hospital administrator. Go figure, like the perfect pairing, her and I, right? But Stacy, daughter of Marie Seville and Esel Celestine, is a senior at Norwich Free Academy. At school, now again, Stacy is a member of the National Honor Society. She has maintained highest honors each semester and is the recipient of the Eleanor Brown Connery Scholarship. Stacy sits on the NFA Student Advisory Board, is a member of the Robertstein Duncan Youth Council, and participates in the French Club and on the track and field team. You wonder how she gets time to study, right? She's that talented. As a part of Project Outreach, Stacy has given freshman campus tours, has organized thrifted dresses and suits initiatives for homecoming, and has worked to provide necessities to students in need. In the community, Stacy volunteers at voter registration. Stacy's schools of choice include Spelman College, University of Massachusetts at Boston, and Emory University, where she intends to study health administration. I cannot tell you how grateful and excited we are for you. So it is my honor and pleasure to introduce Stacy Celestine as a 2023 Martin Luther King Scholarship awardee.
Haiti, Port-au-Prince, my place of birth. I uttered the first words of my native tongue. I felt the warmth of my mother's embrace for the first time. Spring Valley, New York. Walls of refuge nurtured by Tati Den. I waited for my mother on sticky black leather couches through the creaks of mahogany floors. Buford, Georgia. Searing summer sunsets, magnolias dripping in caterpillar fur. My sister and I in the candled kitchen with whispers of gossip. Norwich, Connecticut, planted with crimson clay weathered bricks, chili pepper, cumin, garlic. The aromas of Haiti linger in the heart of my Haitian household. Echoes, the crackles of hot oil frying plantains, and the loud, juicy smack of a mother's kiss. Dr. Martin Luther King did not construct physical buildings or houses. He built a legacy. I stand on a foundation of concrete slats, steel plates, and crimson clay weathered bricks. And with that, I build my legacy. Thank you, Hartford Healthcare Bacchus Hospital, for providing me with the opportunity to major in health science, to become a future health administrator, to make systemic changes in public health in my community. Mom, please rise. Mami, ou c'est fondation, moi. Your hard work, patience, and successes are the beams to all of my ambitions. And because of you, our house is not just made of bricks, drywall, or 2x4 wood. Our house is a home.
All these kids are just amazing, and you're going to hear similar speeches from all of them. They're just amazing. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I had to go before them and not after them, because I mean, I'm reading and they're just blurting it out from their heart, and it's just amazing for them. It really is. But we'll move on to our third scholar of tonight, Gabriela Santiago Cruz from New London Multi-Magnet High School. Gabriela's scholarship is funded by the Kitchens Family Foundation, and Gabriela will be introduced tonight by Mr. and Mrs. Ken Kitchings.
Thank you. Wow, it's emotional. After that last speech, man, I'm crying down there. Now I got to get up and change the attitude right now. Change the attitude. Gabriela Santiago Cruz is with us, is right on this stage with me, a New London Multi-Magnet High School. Gabriela Santiago Cruz, daughter of Miguel Cruz and Jose Santiago, is a senior at New London School Multi-Magnet Campus. At school, Gabriela is a member of the National Honor Society, earning her first honors in the ECC courses of academic excellence award in English, Spanish, biomedical, science, algebra, health, government, and the United States history. That's just part of it. Then she gets into sports. National softball captain Gabriel lettered in that sport and represented New London in the ECC Atlantic Conference and earned an ECC Sportsmanship Award in the community. Gabriela is a member of More Than Words, a secretary of the Botanic Gardens, and Words of the Camp Harkness Triathlon. And this one, she is a NJ Rotic supply officer and participated in the Norwich University Leadership Challenge Week. Gabrielle's school of choice included Nova Southeastern University, where she intends to study to become a diagnostic medical travel sonography. That's an awful lot. That's an awful lot. Ladies and gentlemen, and now Martin Luther King 2003 award winner. Let's hear it. Thank you.
A black whole, absorbs the light of your excellence, throws you into the dark. I open my eyes. It is a classroom. Black hole staring at me. Dr. King said, "Let no man pull you low enough to hate him." I hear you, Dr. King. I was shy, but I had a voice. She made me feel mute. I am smart and gifted. She made me feel worthless. In her eyes, being a bilingual Latina was a disability. In my eyes, it is a God-given power. That has let me showcase my excellence on the brightest stage tonight. The Kitchings Family Foundation, thank you for supporting this Latina and becoming a future medical sonographer. Mom and Dad, please rise. Mommy, my success is a reflection of your sacrifice. Tú eres mi héroe. Papi, seeing you work hard every single day inspires me to never stop working towards my future. Tú eres mi héroe.
They just keep getting better and better. Our fourth scholar tonight is Shia Fine from Stonington High School. Shia's scholarship, again, is funded by Kitchens Family Foundation. And Shia will be introduced again by Mr. Ken Kitchens.
Stonington High School, Shia Fine. She is the daughter of Brandisha Moses and is a senior of the Stonington High School. At the school, she is a member of the National Honor Society, the vice president of Spanish Honor Society, as a member for varsity lacrosse team, and managed the Stonington High School football team. You know what that means, man? That's a tough job, man. And she's doing it. She's very tough, I tell you that. Okay, football team. She is academic awards. Community and participants in the writer's block. Coaches Stonington youth basketball. Works with teenagers. Let me get that one right. Kindergartners in chemistry. Think that one through. I'm having a hard time with that, but it's unbelievable. At the West Vine School and volunteers at the Stonington Beautification Committee. Addition, She has worked in the Stonington Housing Authority and now the Dog Watch Cafe. She is a choice. Her choices include Springfield College, LaSalle University, Endicott College, where she intends to become an athletic trainer in the University of Professional Levels. Ladies and gentlemen, Shia Fine, let's hear it.
Aunt Rena floated like a butterfly, but stung like a bee. But on September 14th of 2023, my Aunt Rena left the ring. 9 years back, the tight four walls of her caged-in kitchen trapping me. Multiplication barely touched. Math was simple, she said. The least of your problems to come. Work now, play later. At that wooden kitchen table, Aunt Rena buzzing. No meaning to an 8-year-old. Dream diamonds, dream mansions, dream islands in the sun, but hug where you come from. I live in Stonington, but I am from New London. New London, a small city with big dreams. Today, I embrace its authenticity, its rough edges, and its honey. Just like New London, I have big dreams. And just like Dr. King, I will follow them. Aunt Rena, I hear you buzzing. Although you have stopped fighting for your friends, family, and most importantly, yourself, I will keep buzzing for you and for me because I have a dream. Kitchings Family Foundation, thank you for helping me follow my dream to become an athletic trainer and help those athletes with big dreams follow them as well. Mom, Nona, please rise. Mom, thank you for continuing to buzz in my ear, even at times that I didn't exactly appreciate it or think it was necessary. Your hard work inspires me every day, and you are the reason that I am here tonight and allowed to share my story. Nona, thank you for inspiring me to keep following my dreams every day and showing me that hard work does pay off, and showing me that to live life is to live it happily. I love you both.
Our fifth scholar tonight is Felix Adrian Beltre. Adrian is a student of Ledyard High School, and his scholarship is funded by Pfizer. Adrian will be introduced by Dr. Karen Walters.
Thank you and good evening. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. These prophetic words were written by Dr. King at the age of 18 as an undergrad at Morehouse College. In his treatise on the purpose of education, Dr. King positioned that to benefit society, high-quality education should focus on developing students' critical thinking and moral compass. I can tell you all without hesitation that each of these 12 young scholars honored here this evening are well on their way to a very high-quality education. I'm here tonight as a representative of Pfizer as well as the MLK Scholarship Board of Trustees. I want to thank Pfizer and all of the sponsors for investing in Dr. King's dream and vision through the scholarship program. I am joined here tonight by several Pfizer colleagues. We all are indeed privileged and honored to support 3 of the scholarships this evening. At Pfizer, we share core values of courage, excellence, equity, and joy. As I had the distinct honor and pleasure to work closely with each of these 12 scholars over the last several weeks, I can tell you they too share our values. In these young scholars, I see more than a dream. I see hope, and I see promise. Without further ado, it brings me great joy to present our sponsored awardees. First, may I present Felix Adrian Beltre. Where is his? I don't have it.
I sent it to you.
I don't have it. I'll take the. I'm sorry. May I have a program, please? I'm sorry. I'll find it. Felix Adrian Beltre, son of Felix and I'm sorry, I can't see this. Patricia Beltre. Please forgive me. Give me 1 second. Felix is a senior at Ledyard High School. At school, Felix is the vice president of the National Honor Society. He's as vice president of Ledyard Future Farmers of America. Right? Okay. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. Felix is I'm sorry. I apologize. Future Farmers of America. He holds the FFA state chapter as a recipient of Ledyard Scholars. Hi, can you read his bio?
It's all about teamwork.
All about teamwork.
All right. Felix Adrian Beltray, son of Felix and Patricia Beltray, is a senior at Ledyard High School. Am I good so far? Yes, sir. All right. At school, Adrian is the vice president of the National Honor Society, the vice president of the Ledyard Future Farmers of America Regional Chapter, holds the FFA state degree, is a recipient of Ledyard Scholarly Letters. You see all the commas in here? And earned the National Hispanic Recognition Award. Adrian lettered in varsity football, track, and JV baseball. In addition, and we're going to hear this in a minute, Adrian is an accomplished public speaker and ranked in the top 5 recipients of the Military Child of the Year Award. In the community, Adrian manages a small animal lab and volunteers with the Rabbit Fostering Program. Yeah, right? I heard that. With community animal sitting and with reading days and math night games at elementary school. Adrian's schools of choice include The Ohio State University, Rutgers, and Cornell, where he intends to study veterinary science. Tag team.
So we present Adrian Belcher. Thank you.
Isaac, Amy, Preston, Alana. I left all my friends behind as a military child. Groton, San Diego, Honolulu, Silverdale. I left all my homes behind as a military child. Change is my one constant as a military child. My mother, my sister, and I all stand at the port while I watch my father, Chief Beltray, leave to sea for over 6 months at a time. I watch my father serve while I still stand at the port as a military child. But I have learned to embrace the change. From new neighbors walking their dogs to new pitchers on the mound and to new friends laughing at the lunch table while learning independence as a military child. Change, along with the curveballs thrown with it, is inevitable, but don't strike out looking. Take a swing for every opportunity presented with change. A swing for yourself, your community, and for Dr. King's mission. Because you never know when a swing can turn into a home run. Thank you, Pfizer, for aiding my opportunity in becoming a future veterinarian. Mom, Dad, please rise. Mom, you probably never would have thought I would be up here on stage tonight after all my public tantrums in a Walmart as a kid. But I'm here now. Throughout all the change in my life, you have been my constant, constantly pushing me to be the person I am today and being my mom. I love you, Mom. Dad, thank you for serving your country, for serving your family, and most importantly, serving me as my father. I am proud to be your military child.
And after all that, you still such poise and grace and delivery. Like they said, he was presenter. He definitely is. Our next scholar tonight is Stephanie Flores Aguilar from New London Multi-Magnet High School. Stephanie's scholarship again is funded by Pfizer Incorporated. And Stephanie will be introduced again by Dr. Karen Walters.
And this time I'm ready. Stephanie Flores Aguilar, New London High School Multi-Magnet Campus. Stephanie, daughter of Margarita Aguilar and Alex Flores, is a senior at New London High School Multi-Magnet Campus. At school, Stephanie is president of the National Honor Society, is a member of the class council, the secretary of the International Thespian Society, and a TA for honors pre-calculus. A member of Mensa, Stephanie has received the Dar Award for Excellence in History, the Robin Parker Longman and Dr. Jacob Lubchowski, and the Edward J. Croteau Awards for Excellence in Academics. A member of the fencing team, Stephanie is both an ECC All-Star and Scholar Athlete. In the community, Stephanie holds a leadership role in STEPS, serves with Brilla Latina Empowerment Group, and interns with the Lyman Allen Museum and the Expressions Art Gallery. Stephanie's schools of choice at this time include UConn, Northeastern, and Brown, where she intends to study pharmacy. I present to you Stephanie Flores Aguilar.
Incapable, irresponsible, weak. Words which defined me when I made mistakes. Punishment for my flaws as I feared imperfection. My life was controlled by the attempts to be perfect. Hard work, dedication, and passion were not enough. 1 year ago, overworked and exhausted, passing out at my desk, I had enough. I promised to accept my flaws, accept myself, embrace imperfection.
Mistakes do not define me. Words do not define me. We are not defined by our mistakes, but by the content of our character. Thank you, Pfizer, for supporting me to study and become a pharmaceutical researcher. One day, I will walk through your halls as Dr. Flores Aguilar. Mama, Papa, Tia Mile, please rise. Tia, thank you for raising me just like I was your daughter, for bringing me Nuestro Batallón. It was a very nice surprise to have all my family here. Because of you, I stand here on this stage, and this would not be possible without you. Papa, thank you for being my father, my example, the silent peace in our very loud household, for going along with all my crazy plans, simply saying, whatever you say, hija. And Mama, thank you for your courage, strength, and sacrifice. Su pajarito está volando. Y por favor sabe que en este día especial, abuelito es tan orgulloso de ti y sabe que usted sí cumplió la misión que él dejó. Estoy volando, mami. La quiero mucho.
Congratulations, Stephanie. And special thanks to Superintendent Cynthia Ritchie and Principal Brian McMahon. Also, I forgot for our last scholar, I forgot to also thank and congratulate, special thanks to Superintendent Jason Hartling and Principal Amanda Fagan. Our seventh scholar of the evening is Catherine Reagan from Fitch High School. This is the third and final scholarship that is sponsored by Pfizer Incorporated. And again, we'll keep Dr. Walters on the stage. She comes back at you.
Catherine Reagan, daughter of Denise DeBrito, is a senior at Fitch High School. At school, Catherine is the president of the National Honor Society, is the treasurer of the Key Club and the Black Student Union, sits on the class of 2024 Student Council, participates in Falcon Theater, and is a student representative to the Board of Education. In the community, Catherine volunteers at the Groton Public Library, as a tutor at Groton Middle School, and as a mentor in Mystic River Magnet Elementary School, and as a youth t-ball coach. Catherine is also active in More Than Words, an organization dedicated to bettering school environments through social action. A self-taught musician, Catherine plays bass guitar with the Eastern Connecticut Youth Symphony Orchestra. Catherine's schools of choice include Columbia, the University of Pennsylvania, and Wellesley College, where she intends to study to become a medical doctor. Catherine Reagan.
When I was a little girl, I was scared of Mr. Peanut and escalators. I was scared of mosquitoes, needles, and quicksand. I was scared to climb the old oak tree behind Johnston Elementary. I'm still scared of failure, life, love, and escalators. I was scared to apply to the scholarship, terrified that I wasn't good enough, terrified that I would take this opportunity away from someone more black than me. But here I am, a girl with the knowledge that she is smart enough, brave enough, black enough. A girl that is scared of needles and escalators. A girl with the knowledge that she belongs on this stage representing Dr. King's legacy. Thank you, Pfizer, for helping this scared little girl go to Columbia University as an inspired young woman. Marissa, Mom, please rise. Okay. Sissy, thank you for always holding my hand before I jumped and pushing me in when I chickened out. Thank you for all the opportunities you gave me, every hug, and every single sissy night that we hid away from Mom. Mom, thank you for all the lives you've lived, sacrifices you've made, and journeys you've traveled to get me where I am. I'm proud to be, sorry, I promised I wouldn't cry. I'm proud to be your daughter, and I hope that you're proud to have me.
Congratulations, Catherine, and special thanks to Superintendent Susan Austin, Principal Ted Keller, and the Fitch High School staff. Principal's name is Matt Brown. When did that change? Okay. All right. Mr. Brown. I apologize for the thank you for Matt Brown. Our eighth scholar tonight is Calvin McCoy from Fitch High School. Calvin's scholarship is jointly funded by Mystic Congregational Church and Niantic Community Church. And introducing Calvin tonight is Reverend Christina Swenson and Mr. Frank Chan of Niantic Community Church.
Stretching from one side of the rivers of southeastern Connecticut to the other, Mystic Congregational Church and Niantic Community Church are honored to be here to introduce you tonight to Calvin McCoy III. Calvin McCoy III, an instrument of God's justice and joy. We are all buoyed by your passion, your intellect, your goodness. Calvin McCoy III, son of Calvin McCoy Jr. and Melissa Vasquez McCoy, is a senior at Fitch High School. At school, Calvin is a member of the National Honor Society, is enrolled in advanced placement classes, sits on the Academic Council, the Black Student Union, and the Student Athletic Advisory Committees. Calvin is co-captain of the football team, runs indoor and outdoor track, is an All-Eastern Connecticut Conference indoor track and football athlete, and has earned a varsity academic letter. There's more.
Calvin's a mentor to middle school students. He also worked with elementary school component at the Church of the City, where he is part of the youth ministry. He also served as the student leader and takes part in the community meals program. In the community, Calvin has worked for the New London Youth Affairs Project and the Charter Oak Student Teller. His schools of choice include Columbia University, Howard University, Georgetown, and the University of Chicago, where he intends to study finance. So I have full confidence in you that with your financial background in several years, you'll be able to raise more money for this scholarship. So on behalf of our two churches, separated by a river, but joined together by a common purpose, I'm honored to introduce Calvin McCoy III.
My fault. Racial identity, upbringing, two worlds, a complex divide. As the lone black kid on the team, with no face like mine, I felt isolated and I was hurt. Friends turned on me, a different color, a target. But my upbringing is strong, bright, a beacon, with loving parents, instilling morals, respect, and care. They say, work hard, value your education, respect authority, find your way. But this path I walk seems so strange. To some, my values don't fit. Whitewashed. They would call me with judgment. But I've seen a truth, clear and open. We must unite, a team, to reach for more, strive to excel, as Dr. King did. Mystic Congregational and Niantic Community Churches, you're coming together to support my dream of owning my own financial firm and helping underprivileged families reach economic success is a true blessing. You once supported my mom on her quest for higher education, and now you're supporting me. Thank you. Mommy, Dad, please rise. Mommy, you work nonstop to serve us even after having a long day dealing with kids. As a school teacher, I know that's not easy to come home to 3 more. But your everlasting love and you're the foundation of our family. Dad, you have led our family with faith and love, and I strive to be the man you are. Thank you.
Congratulations, Calvin. And special thanks to the Fitch High School faculty and staff. Our 9th scholar of the evening is Cyan Crespo from London Multi-Magnet High School. Cyan's scholarship is funded by the Kitchens Family Foundation. I'd like to invite Mr. and Mrs. Kitchen to the stage. Oh, Mrs. Kitchens to the, great, there you go. I'm sure you're gonna upstage Ken, so here we go.
Good evening. My name is Chris Kitchings. I am delighted to be here with this lovely young woman. And I'm sure you're all probably kind of curious. Kitchings Family Foundation, why 3 scholarships? Well, we've launched 3 of our own children. They're now adults, and this is our opportunity to pay it forward. And it means a lot to us to be here. So, Cyan Crespo, I asked her about the pronunciation of her name, and she said, like the color, and it is so fitting for this young woman. She's the daughter of Christine Piazza and Eduardo Crespo. She's a senior at the New London Multi-Magnet High School, and she's a member of the National Honor Society, participates in More Than Words, and is the captain of the swim team. Cyan manages the boys' swim and soccer teams. That's kind of an interesting combination. She assists with the girls' 5K, works in the video program, and is the founding member of the Culinary Club, which I thought was really very cool. In the community, Cyan has volunteered at the New London Area Food Pantry, the Clean Up the City Initiative, and the Groton Public Library with summer programs, read-alongs, and book fairs. Cyan is an EMR, that's Emergency Medical Rescue, good to have around, and CPR trained, swimming instructor, lifeguard. She's worked at Green Harbor, Ocean Beach, and at Avery Point Pool. Cyan's schools of choice include Howard University, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical University, and the Maine College of Arts and Design, where she intends to study studio art with the emphasis on the vision of the tattoo. I'm proud to present Cyan Crespo.
Letters in my skin. My brother in my skin. 4 words, 1 meaning. Letters in my skin. Dear Cyan, love Ryan. A story on my tongue. Letters in my skin, a permanent art defying all standards. Like Dr. King, I defied all standards through the letters in my skin. I am painting my future with time and dedication. Pushback, only pushing me forward. A paintbrush to a tattoo iron. My art takes time and skill. My art tells a story, and my art displays meaning. The Kitchings Family Foundation, I thank you for spurring me to continue my passion in art, to allow and give people the opportunity to wear their meanings. Thank you. Leon, please stand. Leon, my best friend, my comedic relief, and a tall shoulder to lean on, but thank you for pushing me to be who I need to be and pushing me to achieve my dreams. I love you. Thank you for all your wisdom and all the funny moments and all the dancing in the kitchen and all the car rides that we have together. And thank you for giving me the greatest love of all.
Congratulations, Cyan. And thank you to the New London Multi-Magnet High School faculty and staff. Our 10th scholar this evening is Mackenzie Hope from Ledyard High School. Mackenzie's scholarship is funded by the Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation. And tonight, Mackenzie will be introduced by tribal counselor and 2002 MLK scholar, Miss Michelle Scott.
Good evening. I just want to acknowledge the other tribal members that are in the audience, as well as our chairman, Rodney Butler. I am here on behalf of the tribal nation, but we are a nation, and we do this as a family and as a community. So I will introduce Miss Mackenzie Hope. She is the daughter of Kimberly Hope and a senior at Ledyard High School. At school, Mackenzie is a member of the National Honor Society, is the president of the Future Farmers of America, competes on the varsity swim team, and performs with the drama club, choir, and band. A talented musician, Mackenzie plays the saxophone, the flute, the clarinet, the piano, and the guitar. Mackenzie's academic accomplishments include the seal of biliteracy in Spanish, the completion of early college entrance courses, and being selected as a math tutor. In our community, Mackenzie volunteers with the United Way, at the Covenant Shelter in New London, and with Tommy Toy Christmas. Mackenzie has a passion for animals and is a self-employed pet sitter. Mackenzie's schools of choice include the University of New England, the University of Connecticut, and the University of Rhode Island, where she intends to study animal medicine. So we are very honored
and again, on behalf of the tribal nation, and many moons ago I stood on this stage, to come full circle. As Native people, we are taught very early on that our purpose in life is to make this world a better place than how we found it. And so we are honored and blessed to be able to give this honor and this resource to Mackenzie. In honor of her, we have our traditional tribal blanket that has many historical moments, and our tribal basket weave, and it is to bring you comfort and to honor you and to thank you, Mackenzie.
I am Mackenzie Hope. I have overcome the disappointment of having an absent father. Mackenzie Hope, once a teary-eyed little girl, now has hope, glowing like a fire, ready to burst. I come from daring African warriors with their drawn bows and arrows. I come from powerful Native chiefs with their tomahawks and spears, ready for battle. Dr. King said, "You can only judge a man for where he stands in times of challenge and controversy. In those times of struggle and hardship, I choose to stand tall. Hundreds of years of my ancestors' hard work, struggle, and accomplishments are reminding me that I can overcome anything, because I am Mackenzie Hope." Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation, thank you for helping me to pursue my education in veterinary medicine to become a veterinarian. All right. Rico, Riley, Mom, please rise. Rico and Riley, thank you for sometimes forcing me out of this once rock-hard shell I had, for teaching me how to have fun and to just be a teenager every once in a while. Mom, when I talk about those daring warriors and those powerful chiefs, I mean you. Your hard work, struggle, and accomplishment have taught me how to be a strong, independent, dedicated Afro-Native woman.
Congratulations, Mackenzie, and special thanks to the Ledyard High School faculty and staff. Our 11th scholar of the evening is Alexa Collins from Waterford High School. Alexa's scholarship is funded by the MLK Community of Friends, and Alexa will be introduced by MLK Vice President and 2013 MLK Scholar, Rochelle Saliki.
All right, good evening, everyone. So I just want to start off by saying that this scholarship and trust fund means so much to me. I remember in 8th grade, I was sitting with Clark Lane Middle School, just me and my mom, and I was watching all the students give their speeches up on stage. And I'm glad Burst thinks I'm younger, 2013, but in 2010, I got my scholarship and I was up here on the stage doing the exact same thing that Alexa's about to do and the scholars before me and after me. And the funny part is I actually had Mr. Kitchings give my scholarship as well, so he was up on stage with me. it really is such an honor to be on the board as vice president and continue this legacy of all the students before me and after me and carry on Dr. King's mission. Now, let me introduce a fellow Waterford student, Alexa Collins. Alexa is the daughter of Tanya and Aaron Collins, and she's a senior at Waterford High School. At school, Alexa is secretary of the senior class, she's a member of the peer leadership group, and she sits on the Student Athletic Advisory Board. She has also received the 2023 George Eastman Young Leaders Award. She is secretary of the National Honor Society, and she is also a member of the Science, French, and Tri-Musical National Honor Societies. She is also a member of the Model UN Delegate. In addition to all this, she also plays on the String and Chambers Orchestra. And if that wasn't enough, she also participates in indoor and outdoor track, volleyball, softball, and she is an all-ECC athlete named to the Days 2023 track and field team. In the community, Alexa volunteers as a Little League coach, she helps with a fundraiser to end homelessness and food injustice. Alexa's schools of choice include Stanford, Berkeley, and the University of Pennsylvania, where she attends to study environmental engineering. Alexa's scholarship is sponsored by the MLK Trust Fund and Community and Friends. Without further ado, here's Alexa.
Coach opened his hand, closed it into a fist, and opened it again. He said, "We must not be a hand of fingers. We must be a fist." According to Spike Lee, right hand, left hand, a tale of good and evil. One hand always fighting the other. In one hand, we have love. In the other, hate. Two fists, a battle that controls the world. Love versus hate. We must become a fist, a society. We are all blessed with differences, races, religions, roots, rudiments of who we are. But we cannot see people as fingers. We must become one fist of love. Dr. King reminds us, hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Spike Lee, Dr. King, do the right thing. Thank you to the Martin Luther King Scholarship Trust Fund and Community of Friends for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to change the world as an environmental engineer. Mom and Dad, please rise. You've given me family, music, especially old school hip hop, but most importantly, bravery to shatter glass ceilings. I now see and believe in my greatness.
Congratulations, Alexa. And special thanks to the Waterford High School faculty and staff. Our 12th and final scholar of the evening is Mr. Ernsley Joseph from New London High School. Ernsley's scholarship is funded by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Trust Fund and the Community of Friends. And Ernsley will be introduced by MLK trustee and past president, Dr. James Mitchell.
Good evening, and thank you, Mr. Timmons. Tonight, I have the pleasure and honor of introducing Ernsley Joseph, who is a senior at the New London High School Multi-Magnet campus. And I want to just congratulate him for also graduating from my alma mater, New London High School. Ernsley is the son of Pierre Joseph and Francois Bernat. At school, he serves as the student representative to the Board of Education, as class officer for 2024, and as an executive officer of the National Junior ROTC unit. At American Legion's Boys State, Ernsley was appointed Supreme Court Justice and received the John R. Silvey Award for his contributions. Ernsley is a men's varsity foil fencer. He's described by one of his supporters as fiercely competitive. He is on the tennis team, and he is an ECC scholar athlete. In the community, Ernsley is a member of More Than Words. He assists at the Coast Guard Academy's football games, and he manages inventory for the Girl Scouts of Connecticut. Ernsley's school of choice include Howard, Princeton, and Georgetown universities, where he intends to study political science with the focus of becoming a United States ambassador. Ernsley is the last of the Joseph youngsters, the youngest son, and I'm very pleased to say that and thank the parents for the great job they've done, because this is the third, I think, Joseph that will be receiving an MLK scholarship. Supporting his goal to be a United States ambassador, Ernsley is 17, I believe, just turned 17. And if you know the role of an ambassador, they're always working the crowd and getting to know people and making connections. If you noticed a young man tonight walking around, just shaking hands and talking to people and being very nice, and you didn't know who he was, that's our future ambassador, Ernsley. I'm very pleased and proud that the Dr. Martin Luther King Scholarship Trust Fund, along with our community of friends, are able to support this scholarship for Ernsley Joseph. Please join me and welcome the 2023 MLK Scholar, Mr. Ernsley Joseph.
No, your eyes are not playing tricks. There are two outstanding Joseph brothers in this very room. But I am not Fallon's. Meet Ernsley. a brother a little more handsome, and a lot taller. As a kid, I had fun and maybe broke a vase or two. Mom, sorry about the vases, but thank you for the lessons. I am Ernsley, charting my own journey. Dedicated, compassionate, driven, future United States ambassador. To Honduras, Hungary, Haiti, wherever you may need me. Through the legacy of Dr. King, I proudly embrace my individuality and will strive not to conform to anyone else's mold and be myself. I am Ernsley. Thank you to the Dr. Martin Luther King Scholarship Trust Fund and to Community of Friends for their belief in my individuality, which empowered me to be on this stage tonight and joining me in my journey to change the world. Mom, Valance, please rise. Mom, look at that. You survived the first, and you survived the last. Thank you for instilling in me the dream that a curious 5-year-old Ernsley never thought he could achieve, and instilling in me the discipline I sure needed. And I know you might hate me for saying this, but I will always be your little Nini. And Valance, I've outlasted you in countless battles. And here I am, standing taller than you on this stage. It looks like I've got the height and the scholarship. What's next?
Congratulations, Ernsley. And special thanks to the New London High School faculty and staff. And congratulations to all of our 2023 MLK Scholars. Aren't they an amazing group? Come on, stand up. Give them a stand around. Stand up. Stretch your legs. So I would like to invite all of the scholars back to the stage to receive the official citations and proclamations, which will be presented by Ms. Christine Conley, State Representative of District 40.
here too. You can come on over. I'm not gonna bite. Come on, spread through. Oh, let me grab Joe's. Spread around. So we have two wonderful citations today. The first is on behalf of Congressman Joe Courtney. He wishes he was here tonight, but they still don't have a speaker in Washington, D.C. So when I spoke to him earlier this week, he really would have preferred to be here. And he'll make it up to everyone. And he also hopes they get a speaker very soon. But he wishes his sincere congratulations on behalf of our congressman and his entire office to all the scholars for their great achievements. I am joined here by three other representatives who I call my brothers in the legislature. I've got Anthony Nolan from New London, Andre Bumgardner, who joins me in Groton, and Darrell Wilson, who's a former scholar from Norwich. They all join me in being so proud in each and every one of you for what you've accomplished so far and what you've done tonight, and join each and every one of your parents, your teachers, your school staff, your family, and your friends who are here with you tonight, who hug you and wish you the best in your college career. Now, the four of us together, we do have a preference for colleges in the state of Connecticut. But if you choose to leave, because there are other good, great colleges around the country, don't forget to come back. Come back. Just like our scholars who presented today, our former scholars who are here today, and share your life and your knowledge with the next generation of scholars. So I am joined on behalf of the entire General Assembly and recognize the hard-earned dedication of being named a Dr. Martin Luther King Scholar. This honor is a testament to your academic excellence, personal character, and bright future. You all exhibit the best qualities of this scholarship's namesake: your academic curiosity, your hard work, and your perseverance. We applaud you in determination and your pursuit of academic success, and we have full confidence in your ability to achieve greatness. Good luck on all your future endeavors. The entire membership of the House and the Senate joins you and wishes your very best wishes on your college and your career. And this was signed today by the President of the Senate, Martin Looney, the Speaker of the House, Matt Ritter, and our Secretary of the State. Your representatives and all your senators are on each and every one, because while some could not be here, they are also proud of each and every one of you, and congratulations on this great honor.
Try to pass these out to everybody. Calvin McCoy. Calvin is there. Yeah, he's supposed to. I got you. That was This is next Ernest Lee Joseph. Mackenzie Hope. Stephanie Flores Aguilar. This is Gabriela Santiago Cruz.
That's Gabby's. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys.
Cyan.
Cyan. Winner.
Shia Fine.
I was
Kathy Reagan.
Regan. Alexa Collins. Adrian Beltray. Stacy Celestine.
All right. Last two.
And last but not least, Mr. Gianni Drab. Yeah. So, folks, this is our program for the evening. I think I kept to my commitment to end this program on time. And in closing, I'd like to give special thanks to our friends of the Trust Fund, our scholarship sponsors, our dinner sponsors. Your continued support allows us to make a meaningful and impactful statement on the lives of the students of New London County. I'd also like to thank Mr. Solomon Hardy, our videographer. Thank you once again for your service and commitment to the Trust Fund. And lastly, we invite you all to join us at 3 p.m. Sunday, January 14, 2024, for our annual ecumenical service at St. James Episcopal Church. So before y'all leave, we have our closing prayer. And I would like to invite to the stage Ms. Reverend Arcelis Vasquez-Hay to lead us in our closing prayer this evening.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Gracious God, tonight we gathered in gratitude for the life and legacy of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a beacon of hope and tireless advocate for justice and equality. We thank you for your spirit that guided him and for the seeds of change he sowed. Tonight, we lift up these young scholars whose potential and determination inspire us all. Bless them with wisdom, courage, and compassion as they step boldly into the future. May their endeavors be marked by a deep sense of meaning and purpose. And may they be guided by the principles of love, justice, and service. As they embark on their journeys, may they be reminded that they are not alone, that they have this amazing community here in southeastern Connecticut. They walk in the footsteps of many who have paved the way for progress. May their hearts be filled with hope, their minds with wisdom, and their spirits with a steadfast determination to create a world where all are seen, valued, and embraced. In this moment of benediction, we invoke your blessings upon each and every one gathered here. May we leave this place with hearts full of hope, minds inspired for change and collective commitment to your blessings and our hope for a brighter, more just, and more united future. Amen, amen. God bless you all.